Welcome to Learners Math TV. This video is intended for second periodical test reviewer for grade 9 students. Bago ka kumuha ng test, isa munang munting paalala. Huwag mong mamaliitin ang kakayahan mong tsumamba. Kung di pa tapos at ang test ay nasa last 2 minutes na. First question. A variation that occurs when the product between pairs of numbers remains constant. The keyword here is the word product and constant. So, ang ibig sabihin, kapag meron kang set of pairs of numbers, tapos i-multiply mo yung pairs of numbers na yon. If the product is constant, ibig sabihin, it remains the same. Kaya nga dito, may word na remains. If remains the same or it is constant, the type of variation we have here is an inverse variation. Dito naman sa second question, ang pagkakaiba lang, ang keyword ay ratio and constant. Ibig sabihin, kapag meron kang set of pairs of numbers, kung yung kanilang ratio ay pare-parehas lang, they have equivalent ratios, or it remains the same. Ang pinag-uusapan naman natin dito na type of variation is direct variation. For the third question, a sprinter runs d kilometers in t hours and is given by the formula d is equal to k times t. What type of variation is involved in this situation? Of course, it is obvious from this formula, it is a direct variation. Next is identify the type of variation illustrated by this situation. The relationship between the numbers of workers and the numbers of days required to complete a job. So ganito ang ibig sabihin niyan. Ano ba yung relationship nung dami ng workers na magtatrabaho at saka yung dami ng araw na kailangan para magtrabaho? Okay. Yan ay inverse variation. Bakit? Kasi habang nag-i-increase ang dami ng tao na nagtatrabaho, umiikli naman yung required na number of days para matapos yung trabaho. Which of the following table of values describe inverse variation? It is letter C. Bakit? The constant K is the product of X and Y. Ibig sabihin, kapag i-multiply mo ang X and Y, ang laging lalabas dyan ay equal sa 40. That is your constant. 20 times 2 is equal to 40. 4 times 10 is equal to 40. 5 times 8 is equal to 40. As well as 8 times 5. It is also equal to 40. Kaya, letter C talaga ang answer in this question. The given equation S is equal to K Q R T is translated as, what is our answer here? It is a direct variation with multiple factors. Ano yon? Yan ay letter D. S varies jointly as Q, R, and T. That is a joint variation. Kung ganito naman ang question, given the formula A is equal to KBH, or the area A of a triangle with base B and height H, what kind of variation does this situation illustrate? So again, A is equal to KBH is a direct variation with multiple factors. Kaya ang ating answer dito must be joint variation. The number of bibingka B a local vendor can produce varies directly as the amount of rice flour F used and the time T is spent making them, and inversely with a percentage of humidity. So ang magiging translation natin yan mathematically is B is equal to K times F times T over H. Sinasabi kasi dyan na yung bibingka B, yung number of bibingka B, varies directly as the amount of rice flour F and the time T. And inversely, with the percentage of humidity. Kaya nandito sa baba yung H. So, this kind of variation is combined variation. The question is, if the vendor can produce 200 bibingka using 10 kilograms of rice flour in 4 hours when the humidity is 80%. How many bibingka he produced with 12 kilograms of rice flour in 2 hours when the humidity is at 48%? Now, to continue with the problem, ilagay natin yung mga initial value. 200 numbers of bibingka, then 10 kilograms ng rice flour, tapos 4 hours yung na-spent na time. Tapos ang humidity niya naman ay 80%. So take note, you have to convert 80% to decimal number. And 80% could be converted as 0.80. Now, let us simplify. 10 times 4 is equal to 40. Ayan. Then 40 divided by 0.80, that is equal to 50. And then divide 50 both sides of the equation, we can get the value of our constant K as equal to 4. Then, we are going to use that in our equation. So, magiging 4 na yung ating K from here. Then, ilagay na natin yung mga new value kasi magiging 12 kilograms of rice flour na, and then magiging 2 hours, and then magiging 48% yung humidity. So the question now is, how many bibingka he produce? Ayan, ilang bibingka na yung mapoproduce? Okay, so calculating this, 4 times 12 is 48. Then times 2, 96. Then 96 divided by 0.48 is equal to 200. So, ibig sabihin, we have 200 pieces of bibingka. The area of a triangle varies jointly as its base and height. How is its area changed if the base is halved and its height doubled? So, tignan natin yung ating condition. Yung A sub 1 natin, initially, that is equal to the constant times B times the height. And then, if, ang sabi dito, nahati. Diba? Sabi, nahati yung base, so that is base times 2. Then, times the height, ang height naman natin ay na-doubled. So, naging 2 times H. So, considering this equation, yung ating 2, maka-cancel dyan because 2 divided by 2 is just equal to 1. So, ano na lang ang natira? Magiging A sub 2 is equal to KBH. So, ang ibig sabihin, initially, yung ating A sub 1 is equal to KBH kahit nahati yung ating base tapos na double naman yung ating height, magiging equal lang sila. So, ibig sabihin, walang nangyaring pagbabago. No change ang ating answer in that question. Which law of exponents explains the expression x raised to 4 times x raised to 4 is equal to x raised to 8. So this is the product of a powers rule, wherein nakita naman natin na yung mga exponent ay ini-add. O itong 8 ay sum ng mga exponent. Kaya ang ating answer dyan ay letter A. What value of n will make the equation true? We are going to find the value of this n to satisfy that these two quantities, the product of those quantities is equal to 1. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, we're going to multiply the numerator to numerator, 3 times 3, then x raised to 3, tapos yung y raised to 6, we're just going to copy. Ayan. And then, ito naman, sa baba, kopyahin lang natin dun yung 9, and then the x raised to 2 times x is equal to x raised to 3 by the product of a power rule. Tapos, ito namang y raised to 4 times y raised to 2. So, i-add natin yung exponent, it becomes y raised to 6. So, mapapansin natin that 9 divided by 9 is just equal to 1. Tapos, x raised to 3 divided by x raised to 3, equal na yan sa 1. Y raised to 6 divided by y raised to 6 is just equal to 1. So, ibig sabihin, ang natira na lang dyan is z raised to n. Now, by zero exponent rule, if a or any quantity raised to 0, that is just equal to 1. So, therefore, the answer in this problem is A. N must be 0. Using the expression quantity A plus B raised to m, what should be the value of m so that the expression will be equal to 1? So, lagi lang natin tatandaan by zero exponent rule that A raised to 0 is equal to 1. But how about A plus B raised to m? Yang A plus B na yan kasi, it is considered as one quantity. Kaya nga nakaparenthesis siya eh. That is just one quantity represented by a binomial A plus B that is raised to 0. It is also equal to 1. So therefore, ang answer pa rin natin dyan must be equal to 0. Yan ang value ng m. In this question, which of the following provides the fundamental reason why the quantity cube root of 8 raised to 3 is equal to 8? So since yung ating cube root of 8 ay equal yan sa 2, and if you're going to raise 2 to 3, it becomes equal to 8. So the reason is the cube root of 8 is 2 and 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. That must be the fundamental reason. Next question is, Julius claims that 72 can be simplified by breaking it down into a product of two radicals. Which of the following statements best analyzes this claim using this law of radicals? So the answer in this question must be letter B. The claim is valid because 72 can be factored into 36 times 2, where 36 is a perfect square, allowing the expression to be written as the square root of 36 times the square root of 2. So, just by following this law of radicals. Next question is, which of the following can be the procedure in simplifying the ninth root of the square root of y? So the answer in this question is A. Because using the conversion rule, kapag i-convert natin etong square root ng y, yan ay equivalent sa y raised to 1 half. And then, kapag i-convert naman natin itong 9th root of the square root of y, yan naman ay magiging raised to 1 over 9. Then, by the use of the power of a power rule, maaari din nating itong i-multiply. So, yan ay multiplying the numerator and the denominator, yan ay magiging 1 over 18. Then, go back again to conversion rule. Ibalik natin siya sa radical expression. Yan ay magiging 18th root of y. So, A must be the answer in that question. Next is, what is the simplest form of the square root of 48? So if we're going to solve that, etong square root ng 48 ay pwede natin express as the square root of 16 times 3. 16 is a perfect square number, kaya pwede na nating ilabas yung kanyang square root na 4. So, ang final answer natin ay 4 square root of 3. Kaya, the answer in this question is letter C. Next is, simplify the expression square root of 25 a raised to 8 b raised to 2. So, to simplify that, we're going to express the radicand in exponential form having the exponent of 2. Ang target natin, itong 25, kailangan maging 5 squared para maging kaparehas siya nung kanyang index. Ang index nito ay 2. And then, ito namang a raised to 8 ay nire-represent natin as a raised to 4 raised to 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So, ayan ang representation niya. Then, itong b squared, since ang kanyang exponent ay 2, so we are just going to copy that. So, dahil lahat naman sila ngayon ay may exponent na 2, kaparehas ng index, it means to say, pwede natin sila lahat ilabas sa radical sign. So, magiging 5, tapos yung a raised to 4b. So, therefore, ang ating pinaka-final answer dyan must be letter B. Hanggang sa muli, ito ang aking paalala. Huwag mong mamaliitin ang kakayahan mong tsumamba. Kung di pa tapos at ang test ay nasa last 2 minutes na. Pero, huwag mong ipagmamalaki kung sa simula pa lang ay nanghuhula ka na. Sayang naman kasi ang baon na binibigay sa'yo ni mama at papa. Sapagkat laging tatandaan, sa math ay hindi maaari na nanonood ka lamang. Upang maging mahusay, dapat lagi kang handa na mag-practice o magsanay.